Hi, Warrior, it's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with Koan Fu, the PANDAREN MONK.
Hello, friend. Dang it.
Today, we are at the Dilo farmstead, and we are going to continue questing here with G. Firepaw. He's trying to wake up Wu Go, the ancient spirit of Earth. And I added a few add-ons today, guys. I'll show you those before we get going here. One is called Narcissus. Pretty cool add-on. And I'll be showing you guys this a few times throughout the playthrough. It just shows what loot I have and my stats in a better way, I would say, than just pulling up the character thing like this. Just shows the stats and the name of the items. And I'll be showing you guys that from time to time so you can keep up with the loot. It's also great for screenshots. You can kind of offset the screenshots and zoom in, zoom out. I like it for that as well. And another add-on that we got is Questy. It's just for the quests that we're doing. I like it more than the in-game quest helper. And we are also using an AI voiceover add-on, so we do not have to read the quests anymore.
I'll keep trying to find ways to wake this stubborn little guy up, but there is no shortage of trouble on the island, it seems. The crops to the south are infested with vermin, rabbit-like thieves and pillagers, rascals. They breed faster than we can kill them. I have the perfect solution for such a situation. Kill them faster. With you here, hero. That shouldn't be a problem. The vermin to the south have been running off with all of our crops, but they're taking more than they can eat. They must be stockpiling them somewhere. The ones they like anyway. You go out and recover any of the uprooted crops you can find. I've got an island's worth of people to feed, and every single vendor makes a difference.
Okay, so I hope that's good. We'll try it out for a bit. If you guys think it doesn't sound that great, I can go back to just reading it again. But the cool thing about it is if you have the voiceover add-on, you can just pick up the quests and then I can do them while they're telling us about it. I think it sounds all right. It's not bad. I really like the one for Vanilla WoW. It sounds really good. The voices sound pretty damn good. Chatty Little NPC's pretty good. I checked it out later on in the Cataclysm playthroughs that I did with the Goblin Warrior and the Worgen Hunter. I thought it was alright. But you guys tell me what you think. You think I should just go back to reading it? If it's better just me reading it, I'll just do that instead. And I will be adding add-ons. And I'll be telling you guys about them slowly as we get to level 90. And I hope you guys are doing well today. I am doing pretty good. Having fun leveling up this monk. I missed that Pandaria added some pretty cool stuff to the game. Not only did it add, farming, but also the black market auction house, where like cool mounts would sometimes go up on it. I think the most you could spend on it was like 1 million gold. And people would go every week just to see what was put up on the auction house. There's also transmog on it as well. Not only just mounts. And you could bid on those items. I think it was a cool addition to the game. And they also added another game mode that I think they could have done a little more with in WoW, which was the pet battle stuff. See this battle pet slots? This was all added in MISTS of Pandaria. Never really took off though. So it's pretty much like Pokemon. You can battle your friends, stuff like that, collect pets. Some pets counter others. Pretty much just like Pokemon. Problem is they didn't really add like a story or a game mode to get into to level up your pets and like fight other trainers. I think that'd be kind of cool, man. It's sort of like a WoW version of Pokemon where you fight like other trainers and go through like a story. I wish they kind of did that with pet battles, but they kind of sort of just stopped it at, you know, you could just battle your friends and random NPCs out in the world. It would be awesome if they had like, even if they just copied Pokemon with like the fire badge and the rock badge. You know, you come to Pandaria and you have to get the thunder badge. That'd be badass. But never really took off. Another game that came out around this time was, I believe, Hearthstone. I think Hearthstone came out around during MISTS of Pandaria. And that's another game that I thought they should have added into World of Warcraft. You know, there should be places you could go to that where you could just pull up at a seat and then maybe somebody can come up, pull up, and you could just play some Hearthstone. Thought that would be like a fun little game or addition to the game. And then they could have like tournaments created, like make it like a card store, you know what I mean? Little tournaments where you get like in-game currency for either WoW or Hearthstone or both. I think that'd be fun. Alright, so we've hit level 7, guys. And we have learned a Blackout Kick. Which is another ability that requires us to use Chi. Costs 2 Chi to use. Kick with a blast of Chi energy dealing 40 to 68 physical damage. There we go, we got the pumpkins. What we're looking for here is stolen carrots. These guys have them. Supposedly. I wonder what's better, Tiger Palm or... Probably Blackout Kick. It just does more damage. Tiger Palm's, I think, a little more situational. Since it also grants Tiger Power, causing your attacks to ignore 30% of enemies' armor. That's pretty good, actually. Blackout Kick does more damage, though. Right, dude, killing the mobs a little bit faster with Blackout Kick, so I think I'm just going to spam that instead. Tiger Palm seems like it's more of like a situational ability where you kind of want to just use it sort of like Sunder. You know, the warrior ability that reduces the target's armor. I guess it's kind of like that. You just apply it, and then once you have the debuff applied, then you start using your abilities to do more damage. But the thing is, these mobs die so fast that we don't really need to put a debuff on them. this plump vermin's just got a lot of gas. Been eating too many carrots. Maybe that's cabbage. Oh, no. Okay, well, we'll go down here. This has got to be where the carrots are at. But yeah, man, I wish they should do changes, man, to Mists of Pandaria. But could you imagine? They're like, all right, guys, we got a whole quest chain. You know, 20 to 30 hour RPG style quest chain where you have to like go around the world and collect badges as a pet trainer. I think that'd be so cool, man. All right, so we're gonna head back, turn these quests in. Maybe we'll get some more gear. We'll see how this AI voiceover is.
Sleep through this.
Hero, that's the way to do it. You show up, and problems start getting solved. That's just one of many reasons why I like you.
Sort of robotic.
Ever since Wugor, the spirit of Earth, fell asleep, the dirt is drying out and it's getting harder and harder to get new seeds to sprout. We need to hold on to any food we can, or the island will have hard times ahead. Some of these have mouth-sized chunks spitting out of them.
What do you need?
Well, we can still make use. Thank you for your help, friend. Gather me wood planks from construction near the Kaihan Brewery. You do not yet know the extent of my strength, so I shall display it to you. Hero, I've got it. It's simple, really. Let's make a ruckus so loud that there's no way he can sleep through it. Why, look at that. A conveniently placed gong makes me think this may just be how they've awoken him in the past. We just need the matching mallet to get it ringing as loud as possible. The village leader tells me the mallet is over at the Kaihan Brewery on the river to the southwest. It's not far. Mind picking it up for me while I give the village some fair warning?
Let's go get this mallet so we can wake up the Earth Spirit. We got some legs as well. 32 armor, soft birch legs. 6 armor increase there. There's Ragus. That's another thing about Mists of Pandaria. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this might have been in Cataclysm as well. But if somebody's attacking a mob, you can go and attack it as well, and you'll also get you'll be able to loot it. It might only apply to certain mobs, though. Alright, so those are pretty quick quests to complete. I'll keep the quest log up here so you guys can keep track and see what we're on. It's one thing I like about Questy, kind of show everybody. But the only problem is sometimes it gets a little flooded. So you have to... Because you end up picking up a bunch of quests and then you forget to do them, and then they just stay in your quest log. But I'll try to manage that.
Have you done as I've asked?
White Tiger, watch over you.
My head. It is harder than the densest wood. Step back and let me dispel your doubts.
Our crafters build the finest wooden planks. They would weather the most brutal of storms, but they are as water before the storm of my crushing skull. Nothing made by Pandaren hands. Nothing made by Pandaren hands can withstand me. You sleep like a rock.
Well,
It's good to see
they're
you.
as warned as they're going to get.
greatest
Do you
virtue
have the
is
mallet?
the will to act.
Hero. Now, that's a mallet. If I've ever seen one, let's make some noise. You ready for this, hero? I'm thinking maybe we should have looked for something to cover our ears, but it's a bit late for that now. Just remember that the intense ringing you'll be hearing for the next few hours is the ringing sound of victory. The honor's all yours, hero. Ring the gong whenever you're ready.
Alright, so we got some summer shoes, plus 5 armor on the boots there. Let's ring the gong, guys. Did that wake him up?
Time to act is
Well,
always
that's definitely the ringing I expected, but I was hoping for a bit more from Muga. This guy's a deep sleeper. That's for sure. It's all right, hero. I've got another idea. And there's not much preparation needed at all. Just how I like it. All right, hero. I was thinking about what we try next if the whole gong thing didn't work. And it came to me just like that. Water. In the face. Always worked on me. It's got to be twice as effective for someone so dry and earthy. Mind going over and asking Shu, the spirit of water, if he'll help us out? He should be playing in the pool next to the waterfall, just on the other side of that tree.
Okay, so we're back with Shu here. Shu looks at you expectantly. Shu, can you wake up Ugo for me? Nope, here comes Shu. He's gonna splash him with some water. No, he's really gonna splash him. That's a lot of water, Shu. Now he's chasing him.
Hero. We make quite a team. Persistence over planning, I always say. Well, that wraps it up here, doesn't it, hero? Now that we've got these two roused and all friendly towards you, we just need to get them back to the Temple of Five Dawns. You go ahead. I'm going to say my goodbyes. I'll follow you up shortly.
Alright, so I think we can hearth back here, guys. So that is what I'm going to do. Let's hearth back to the Shang-Chi training grounds. I think that's around the Temple of the Five Dawns. Nope. Well, it's a bit closer, I think. Maybe not. Probably not. Maybe we should just went this way. It's all good, though. We'll make our way to the temple again. Look at all the water spirits behind us. And earth spirits. Alright, to the temple we go. But I think these voiceover add-ons, they're gonna get better with time. That's something that should have been in the game back then. Even like, you know, I don't know why WoW never did voice acting for the quests. Like even today they don't, right? Yeah, the add-on is called Chatty Little NPC. I'll link all the add-ons in the description below that I'm using for each episode. Probably add a few more as we go on. Here we are back at the Temple of the Five Dawns.
You have done well, young student. 3 of the 4 spirits have been returned to the temple. We are closer to the answers we seek. The 4th and final spirit is the Feng, the spirit of air, when he is not in the skies.
We would care for them well.
This looks so cool.
Hey, this way to Morning Breeze Village.
Probably should have set my hearth there. But I think we'll set our hearth at the village. I don't think we went through this one. The fourth and final spirit is Defang, Spirit of Air. When he is not in the skies, he can be found on the ridge of laughing winds to the west. I've sent both Asa and G to help you find him. When you're ready, I will summon winds to carry you to the top of the temple. From there, cross the bridges to the west and find G in Morning Breeze Village.
The fourth and final...
I don't know if I like the sound of it. The chatty NPC, I don't know. It's good, but it's not bad.
Well, the amount of time Isa spends practicing seems excessive. But you, hero,
Good to see you.
give me a hug. Our parting was not so long this time. I quite prefer it that way. You've been working with Isa, have you not? Our disciplines have always kept us apart. So I know little of her. Watching her perform her exercises now, I must confess that she possesses a grace and discipline that is strangely alluring. There are more pressing thoughts though, aren't there, hero? Let's take care of this heroic problem while we search for Daphne, hero. We must help Elder Shopai. There are a few more deserving of our kindness on the way here. You surely noticed the scrolls of wisdom hanging in the grotto to the south. The Hosen have defiled many of them, and sadly, they are not recoverable. We will deal with the problem directly. Burn the defiled scrolls. Wipe the Hosen writings away entirely. Do not worry for Elder Shopai. People shall come together and help him rewrite the wisdoms in time. I shall see to that. You gather me stone blocks from the ridge of laughing winds to the south. You have seen my strength twice, yet I still spy doubt within your eyes. It will not last. The Hosen have stolen our brushes and are painting over our scrolls of wisdom with their own wisdoms, if you can call them that, if you're here to help stop them and bring our brushes back before they can do more harm.
All right, well, let's see what wisdoms the Hosen believe in. Poo not good to eat, but very good to throw. That's true. That is wisdom. The heck is this ability? Covered in paint. Painted red. Now we have a brush. Let's see what this wisdom says. Don't throw banana peel. We're going to walk. Punak, that's the same ones. Firecracker for throwing. Banana for eating. So there's one at the top there. I guess we just need to collect the paint brushes now. These guys are kind of hard to catch. He's jumped up there. Let's see what we're going to get next. The next ability we will get is Provoke. That is the taunt for monks. You mock the target, causing them to rush towards you with a 50% increased movement speed. So I'm looking forward to that. That means we'll be able to tank. We'll probably tank some dungeons when we get to a level to when we can start tanking. I think that'll be 15. I am going to try to do all the quests we can do, though, here in Pandaria while we can. After we will be be sent to either Kalimdor or the Eastern Kingdoms. And that's almost... We'll start doing a few dungeons. And I'll try to quest in a few zones that I like in Cataclysm. There's a few that I do enjoy. One of my favorite zones as Alliance that I quested in Cataclysm was Redridge Mountains. They have some fun quest chains there. If we're not too high of a level, we'll probably check that zone out. I did check out quite a few quests on the Worgen Hunter. But I did mostly, I switched it up on the Goblin Warrior and focused more on tanking dungeons. We'll kind of do a mix on this monk. I'll pick the zones that I like. And then we'll, after we're done a few of those, we'll grind dungeons again. Best way to get loot, too, is through dungeons. It's also the best way to get XP. I remember back in Mists of Pandaria when I was leveling alts, you would just dungeon grind all the way to... until you got to Pandaria. And then you would do some questing. So if you could, you know, get instant Qs by playing as a healer or a tank, you could level very fast. I assume it'll be the same.
I do not wish to disparage the Hosen for their aspirations. Each race must walk its own path. In this moment, however, they are bringing harm to our bodies and our culture. That is a line that cannot be crossed. I am very thankful, young one. I will soon begin the slow task of documenting all of our wisdoms again, so that the scrolls can be hung for the benefit of all to come. The strength of the body cannot exist without the strength of the mind. Good. My head. It is harder than the strongest stone. Step back and let me dispel your doubts.
He sure broke that stone with his head.
The amount of time, you're a good man, hero. You have proven that again and again. And I am glad to stand beside you. The heroes have been stealing from the village during their attacks. We should be fine without some of the extra food stores, but the idea of heroes with fireworks, I'm a little bit concerned. Not to mention, who knows when some fireworks will come in handy. Help me recover the stolen fireworks from their village, hero? Oh, hero. I need you to understand that the way of the Huajin is not the way of violence. When fighting is needed, we will not hesitate. But when fighting is not needed, neither do we instigate. However, the direct solution is often cutting the head off the snake, as they say. The Hosen have a leader instigating the attacks. If we remove Grobbulus, we won't have to wipe the Hosen out entirely. I know you are not a Huajin, but are you with me in what must be done, hero?
There we go. Geez, quite the monk, man.
This giant jade tiger pillar doesn't seem to fit in amidst the Hosen buildings. But it does seem as very hard. Very solid. You know just the person to bring this to.
Okay, so we'll let G tank everything. He's not... Looks like I'm holding aggro right now. There we go. We got some fireworks. Need some more over here. I can't wait until we get Fist of Fury. Such a good... A lot of AoE that they can do. The AoE damage that monks could do is pretty good. Get the name of the DPS. The names? Yeah, Windwalker's the DPS one. I remember the tank one is Brewmaster and the healing one is Mistweaver, but forgot the DPS one. It's called Windwalker. This guy's clearly a Windwalker monk. By checking out the abilities that he has. They do so much AoE damage. And just like every monk, the mobility is amazing.
I'm with you, hero.
Always now.
Nice, we got the fireworks. We just need to find a Ruck. Ruck's just over here. So this guy's probably worth putting the debuff on.
Is that all you've got? This monkey's about to get slapped. And he's down for the count. Good going.
I'm with
Good
you,
to see you.
hero. Invigorating.
Is
A good fight always makes me feel better. Isa has been meditating on the lake since we've arrived. All her thoughts focused on Daffin. I don't know what she hopes to discover out there, but she's no fool. And Master Shang-Chi has entrusted this task with her. You will need to cross the ropes leading from the end of the dock. To reach her, it shall test your balance, but I think you're up to the task. I'm somewhat impressed they hadn't set their village on fire with these things. Hero, I'm thinking we should celebrate with these later. What do you think?
All right, there we go. We got a new weapon here. Staff of the Hose and 11 to 18 damage. Better than our current staff of the Master. Get any other upgrades? His hands seem to be better. The Gloves of Verity, we'll put them on. 5 more armor. I think that is it.
What do you need?
A true
Until
challenge.
next time.
Let us put this pillar to the test.
I wonder if I can take the rope over there. Cool.
I'm impressed. Most students that are even capable of reaching this spot do so soaking wet. If you listen long, the wind will carry the answer to you. Daffin, the spirit of air, has been scared from the skies by Xiaoren, the onyx serpent. He hides within the Chamber of Whispers at the south side of the plateau. Go to him. G and I will join you there.
There he is. Pretty epic mount. You can actually get a mount like this in Mr. Pandaria. It looks so cool. During the remix event, made sure I got all the serpent mounts for retail. I really like the mounts in Mr. Pandaria. Yeah, guys, I am going to call this episode here. Next episode, we will continue our questing here at the Morning Breeze Lake. It looks like we're going to be making our way down here to locate Defang, the Spirit of Air. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.